Taurus, how you doing? I'm Dharma and I'm here to do a weekly tarot spread for you. It's going to be tarot, it's going to be intuition, it's going to be fairies, it's going to be a little animal medicine too. And it's supposed to be for about 7 days from whenever you watch this. If you click the show more description box below, you'll see I've started a schedule this week. Clearly I'm already late on the first week, but whatever. Taurus is supposed to come out right around Wednesday, okay, because you guys are fixed signs, so you're right in the center of the week. So you can expect to find your reading from me right around then. Don't forget to click the bell on next to the subscription button and it'll show you when that video is up, okay? And also check the channel for your dailies. So guys, angels, anyone from the highest good that has a message to come in for Taurus. I think one just flipped over. No? The star in reverse. All right. So we need a little healing. These are such pretty cards. Need a little healing, need a little something, right? I feel real as a fellow sign that's ruled by Venus, I'm just not feeling like that's, yeah. I was just talking about Venus, so I guess we're gonna go the love route with this because there's something that's, I feel like there's something that Taurus is trying to get maybe it's an apology and they want to, or either to Taurus or from Taurus, put yourself wherever, okay? Some shit went down, basically. And I feel like somebody in the situation has high hopes that if they just apologize, that maybe we can start over. But if you're dealing with an Aquarius, if you're dealing with any air sign for that matter, you're probably gonna get cut. But as the bull, if you are stubborn enough to get cut and then come back, we like that. We love that shit. That's air signs, okay? Long story short, the first message that I'm getting for the week ahead is that there is consideration that something can be fixed, maybe with an apology. Because right now, we are feeling left out in the cold. Somebody feels remorse. Somebody is, I heard, in the doghouse, right? Like willfully, like it's like when you have a big giant dog and you love them to death, like a big gold Great Dane. And they don't mean to be giant. And they didn't mean to tear up the couch. It's just they thought they saw a predator in the couch and so they were checking for you. They were going to make sure that your couch was safe. And it just so happened to fall apart while they were looking. And so the dog feels really bad and he goes outside and, like, you know, puts himself in the doghouse. So there's somebody here who's feeling remorse over something that they did, but they didn't mean for it to, they definitely didn't mean for the outcome to be what the outcome was, right? And now they're feeling left out in the cold and like they are no longer an option. So maybe this was somebody who was attempting to date you one way or the other. Yeah. Wow. This is a lot of disappointment that I'm feeling, Taurus. I mean, it's like, it was like right there and yeah. Wow. It's like you caught a glimpse of that future and I feel like made a bad choice. I feel like in one way or another, Taurus or the person that Taurus is dealing with did something that was not kosher. And now they're like, yeah, hanging out with the crow like, oh, what did I do? This is the 9 of Swords. This is, are they going to forgive me? Do I deserve forgiveness? Do I even go around where they are anymore? How am I going to deal with this situation? Particularly like if you're working with this person, like I have to see them all the time. What am I going to do about that? at the Emperor here. He was talking about being stubborn. But I think this is a message to like, come forth and know me better, man. Right? Because this is mental, right? You have the albatross. They're just in this little thing. I mean, that duck has wings. If he wanted to, he could fly right out of there. But it's like, if I do that, I'm not really sure why this duck thinks that he's safe from that bird if he stays in that thing. You see what I'm saying? It's all mental, that we're not really clear on what's going on. And so I think this is advice from Spirit coming in as the ram, like, just go, because these are all thoughts. This is feeling left out in the cold. This is feeling emotions like you're not an option. This is feeling depressed, okay? But I was saying at the very beginning that there's high hopes that somebody will forgive, or at least allow somebody back in, maybe at arm's distance. And it's kind of like whoever I'm talking about is willing to stay at arm's distance for a minute, but it's like, don't push me out. Like, you don't have to let me like up in your space, but let me stand like right here, you know? And it's like, it's because, I don't want to go off on this thing about you should like date people who keep you at arm's distance, and you should like, you know, because that's kind of abusive when they do like the withholding affection. That is not this. If that's what you're going through, that dude is a tool, or that girl is a tool, and don't be with them. This is not, this is someone who saw value in another person on a genuine level and then did something shitty to them. And now they feel like crap for it. And so they're like, I see value in you. Can I just kind of, will you let me a try to regain your trust? Oh my goodness, see, and here's this guy's been out all over too. He was just out for Leo. This is the gnome. But he comes in and he breaks patterns, and that's what I think maybe this person that got offended or got done dirty, if you will, that person is a catalyst, and it's like they're used to it, because everywhere they go, they end up causing domino effects so that other people's lives will change. And so they're sitting there like, yeah, right, you want forgiveness, you feel really bad, now you see all the other people in life that you've done this to, whatever. It's like, I want to be like, they're over it. I think that one person in the situation is far, far, far more concerned about whether or not their apology will be accepted, because they feel remorse. I mean, it's remorse. It's just that the other person in the situation is over it. They're not even giving this other person the time of day. They are not sitting around holding mental space thinking about how dirty this other person did them. They're past that. They've already been through it over and over and over and over again in life, because they're a catalyst. They're used to it. Yeah. They're Lady of the Harvest. They are used to things crumbling around them. So this might be a Virgo or Libra. That's harvest time, depending on where you live. And I also want to talk about, with this card coming out, especially, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking about time and like that time of year and like pie. And it's like eating humble pie. Because this woman, if you were to come up to her and she would look at you just like that. Like, yeah, okay. Here's your pie that I made for you with love, you know. because that's what I do. And this other person is like, I'm gonna take my pie and I'm gonna sit right here and I'm gonna be really nice to you. Humble pie, bitches. This woman is an empress. In the extended, I hope the empress comes out, because she is embodying that. She's not being mean. She's not being, I'm not gonna accept your apology. She's all, you know, it's very empress-like. Like, yes, I can see that you've acted shady. I see that you attempted to whatever my name. But I'm not going to lower myself to your standards and play games with you. Here's your pie. Eat it. And say thank you. And this person's like, okay. I just got chills. Wow. Some Taurus is about it. Did you like that? Yeah. Because we're having a change of viewpoint. I think I've moved on to this feminine energy over here, this one. I think she really was hurt for a while. But it's like she's been busy with her own harvest. She's been busy dealing with, seeing what it feels like to have a little bit of freedom. It's almost like whatever was done to her or around her kind of gave her a chance to breathe. Almost like exiling so that there was a chance to breathe. And she was busy like doing this and finding out who she was and remembering all of that. And she was able to come out of the mad place and look at it from a different angle, to where she's like, I agree with you that you hurt me. But here's your humble pie. Go eat it over there. Maybe we'll talk later. Maybe we won't. And I think that this other person is like, okay, deal. That was graceful. There's something about this feminine energy that I've been getting for like 2 or 3 weeks, where females are not, or people who are embodying the feminine energy are no longer begging. They're no longer asking. They're no longer whatever. They're just, everybody's empressing out, right? We are all sitting up here like, you know what? The universe brings me what I deserve. And at the moment, that ain't you. So eat your pie and sit down. I like that. So before I move on forever, we haven't even done the extended yet. So let's go over there. I want to find out a lot of things. Why there needs to be an apology. I want to find out what happened. I want to find out what made the change in this Lady of the Harvest. I also want to find out why we feel with all these fives like we're not going to be an option anymore. Someone feels like they're not going to be an option anymore. And there's just a bunch of stuff I want to find out. So if you want to find out too, the link for the extended is in the box below. It takes you straight over to Vimeo. It's a great platform, really, really easy to use. Connects right to PayPal or whatever you want. But if this is it for us this week, dish out that humble pie, my friends. They deserve it. So until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and check out your dailies, and I'll catch you next time.